Trees by Shirley Bower. Trees are for birds. Trees are for children. Trees are to make tree houses in. Trees are to swing swings on. Trees are for the wind to blow through. Trees are to hide behind in hide and seek. Trees are to have tea parties under. Trees are for kites to get caught in. Trees are to make cool shade in summer. Trees are to make no shade in winter. Trees are for apples to grow on and pears. Trees are to chop down and call timber. Trees make mothers say, "What a lovely picture to paint." Trees make fathers say, "What a lot of leaves to rake this fall." Now let's see the central idea of the poem and also make line by line analysis of this very poem. The poem conveys that trees are essential not just for survival but also for happiness, imagination, and creativity. They bring joy to children, inspiration to artists, and practical challenges to adults. Above all, trees symbolize the deep connection between humans and nature. Now let's do the line by line analysis of this poem. Line 1. Trees are for birds, which means birds depend on trees for food, shelter, and nesting. This line highlights trees as part of the natural ecosystem, providing a home for creatures. Second line, trees are for children. Children play under trees, climb them, and enjoy their shade. This shows the joy, innocence, and playfulness trees bring to human life. Third line, trees are to make tree houses in. A tree house symbolizes adventure, imagination, and childhood freedom. The line shows how trees nurture creativity and fun. Fourth line, trees are to swing swings on. Here, the playful imagery continues. As we see, trees give support for swings. It actually portrays trees as sources of happiness in simple childhood games. Fifth line we see, trees are for the wind to blow through. The movement of leaves in the wind gives beauty and music. Trees become instruments of nature's song, adding charm to the environment. Sixth line, trees are to hide behind in hide and seek. Another playful use of trees important in games. Trees here are companions in fun, connecting nature to childhood memories. Coming to the seventh line, trees are to have tea parties under. It suggests imagination and bonding. Children pretending to have picnics and tea parties under shady trees. Trees become a social space in nature. The eighth line says, "Trees are for kites to get caught in." This is a humorous line showing how trees sometimes interfere in human activities. Yet, even this adds to childhood experiences and memories. The ninth line, trees are to make cool shade in summer. It emphasizes the practical value of trees in providing relief from heat. This also shows how trees are essential for human comfort and survival. Line number 10, trees are to make no shed in winters. In winter, when trees shed leaves, they allow sunlight in. This highlights the seasonal role of trees, balancing nature's cycle. The 11th line tells, "Trees are for apples to grow on and pears." This stresses the fruit bearing quality of trees. Trees provide food and sustain life, making them a source of nourishment. Line 12, Trees are to chop down and call timber. This line shifts to a harsher reality. Humans also cut down trees for wood. It suggests how humans sometimes see trees as resources to exploit and not just companions. 13th line says, trees make mothers say, what a lovely picture to paint. Trees actually inspire art and creativity. They are objects of beauty, inspiring mothers to admire and paint them. This symbolizes sensitivity and aesthetics. Well, the very last line, the 14th line says, trees make fathers say, what a lot of leaves to rake this fall. Actually, this line brings a humorous ending to the poem. While mothers admire trees for beauty, fathers focus on the practical labor trees create. It actually shows two different perspectives: aesthetics for mothers, whereas practical labor that fathers put into during the autumn season or during the fall season. Now let's look into the theme of the poem. The poem celebrates the importance of trees in our daily lives. They provide shelter, food, beauty, shade, and joy. For children, trees are playmates. For adults, they are either a source of inspiration or responsibility. The poem actually reminds us of the close bond between nature and human life. Let's look at the tone and mood of the poem. The tone is light, playful, and affectionate. The mood is cheerful and nostalgic, especially as it recalls childhood games and family life around trees. What about the style and language used in the poem? The poem uses simple, repetitive lines, beginning with trees are for we see in every line, which creates rhythm and emphasis. The diction is childlike and imaginative, making the poem easy to read, yet having a meaning to it. The poet also uses humor to keep the tone lively. For example, kites to get caught in, leaves to rake, and etc. Let's also glance through the imagery and figures of speech used in the poem. Firstly, we have visual imagery, which includes like swings, kites, apples, piers, tree houses, and etc. Secondly, the auditory imagery, wind blowing through leaves. Third, contrast, shade in summer versus no shade in winter. Fourth, we're getting personification, where trees seem to make mothers say or make fathers say something. This shows how trees are having human like qualities or human like emotions for which mothers or fathers are either in awe of or greatly worried about what the tree is going to do to them. Well, now I guess the class 7 students will find this poem very easy and meaningful. If you have any doubts, please comment below. Until then, goodbye, thank you, take care. We'll meet you again on the next chapter.